We've got an absolute superstar for you guys today, a midfield extraordinaire who actually isn't that expensive for the player that you're getting, can dominate both in the tackle, with his passing range, also getting forward, he's physically dominant. This guy is superb. Hello everyone, Jake here for FMSCOUT and welcome to another episode of Wonderkid to Superstar, the series where we take a Wonderkid in FM23, put them to the higher end of their potential range to see what they might look like in your save. And today's player is an absolute monster midfielder. He's going to dominate midfields for years to come. But without further ado, let's get right into it. And to do so, we're going to head over to France, to Paris Saint-Germain, and in there will be Warren Zaïre-Emery. Now, you might have heard about this guy already. Even if so, stick with us because we're going to show you just how good this guy can be. We'll show you exactly how to get the best out of him in this video, but straight away, you are seeing a guy with plenty of potential. In fact, Warren Zaïre-Emery can reach a maximum of 190 current ability in your save, making him by far one of the best midfielders you can get in FM23. In this simulation, we only get him to 180. That's down to an error on my part. I didn't realise he could go all the way that high. I thought 180 was his cap, so that's what I set it to. So forgive me there, but even still, he is going to become phenomenal, and knowing he could be even better in your saves is crazy. But just looking at him, you can see already very physically dominant, and he's only 16. A great passer of the ball, who's good at tackling as well. Good technique, first touch, dribbling, some nice mental stats as well. He actually starts in PSG's first team, which shows how highly rated he is, and I'm sure he's going to be a big name of years to come, the French national. I've seen his valuation usually around the price of £20 million. Whether you can convince him to join your side is another question. Obviously, he's probably not going to want to leave PSG, but keep your scouts on him, see what they say, and it might be possible to bring him to your club, and straight away he's good enough for quite a high-level team. But in terms of how we're going to make him better, we're going to be using him as a deep-line playmaker with double intensity as his training. He is also being mentored in the training and mentoring section for anyone who's ever wondered how to do it. We've got the best personalities at the club mentoring him so that he'll hopefully have an increase in his mental attributes, even though his mentals are already very good. We're going to be simulating into the future using this 4-3-3 gegenpress preset tactic the game provides, and asking Warren Zaïre-Emery to play there and just seeing how he gets on. I'm not asking him to do any additional instructions. He's not on penalties, corners or free kicks to boost his ratings. He'll just play there for a few years, and halfway through this simulation I'll shift him into a Mazzala on the attack duty to see how good he could do if he was a forward-thinking midfielder. So with that being said, let's simulate a couple years into the future to see him on the lower end of his potential range. So we're here in 2025. Remember, if you are enjoying the video, to smash the like button and subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments who you'd like to see next in Wonderkid to Superstar. But we're about 3 years or so in here, and Warren Zaïre-Emery has been developing very well and becoming a big part of our side. Now a 2.5-star ability player at PSG, that's not too shabby for a 19-year-old, valued at around £50 million. This guy's developed his physicals a hell of a lot, so he's super well-rounded, very good mentals, and his technicals have also came along quite a far way. He's got great passing, technique and vision, and has been at the base of our midfield for the last few years, developing very well and playing really well as well. Bear in mind, he was only 16 at this point, playing every match for PSG that season. He was still good enough to be a big player in Ligue 1 with a 7.18 average match rating, and he's been consistently over the 7 average rating mark for the last few years. Here's his attribute growth up till this point, and currently he's only on 136 current ability, so he's got loads more room left to grow, and he's going to get even better. But just to show you, if you did spend £20 million on him, within a couple of years he's already worth far more than that, and definitely playing to a level that kind of price tag would be expected of. But of course you guys want to see him in the prime of his career, so let's forward ahead to see just how well he'll do. We'll also change his position up to see if he can be more effective in the forward line, so let's see what he can do in the prime of his career. And it's a huge jump now. We're in 2036. Warren Zaïre-Emery is 30. It's as far as we'll go in this simulation. Let's take a look at the player that he becomes in his prime. What a monster. Phenomenal in that midfield. Before we talk a little bit more about him, I'd like to let you guys know I do have my own channel linked in the description down below. We've got a Leicester save going on over there currently, and a lot of you guys have came over to say you've enjoyed it. We've recently surpassed 10,000 subscribers as well. But if we can keep it going, that will mean a hell of a lot to me. But back to the player, and just look at those physicals to start off with. Strong with 16 strength, he's got great balance, agility, he's super quick, decent in the air, and he's naturally fit. 5'11" with a professional personality and a worldwide reputation at this point. He has great, and I mean great, mental attributes. Decision making, composure, 19 vision, 16 positioning. He can pass, he's got great technique as well. Can he defend though? Yes he can. Great marking, great tackling, he can take penalties, good long shots, great first touch, he can dribble, he can cross, and he can hit a corner. Even at the age of 30, he's valued at around £120 million. He is one of the best players in world football and has been over the last few years, but just how well can he play in the in-match engine? Brace yourselves, because these average match ratings are phenomenal for a player playing in that defensive role in the midfield. You can see he continued to hit that 7.1, 7.2, 7.3 rating up until this point here in 2031, where we made him a Mazzala on the attack duty, looking to get the most out of his creative and attacking threat, and it definitely worked, with 12 goals and 4 assists in his next season, followed up by his best season with 20 goals and 10 assists in the league alone in 34 games. And he's been racking up numbers for ages, and don't get me wrong, they're not like super incredible, blow your socks off, goal scoring numbers, but you wouldn't expect that from a player whose role is primarily to defend and pass. I mean, he's only got 9 finishing, only 10 heading. He's not going to be a threat from set pieces or wouldn't score too many goals on most occasions, but because of all of his other attributes, he has become a phenomenal star for us. Now, Kylian Mbappe has won most Ballon d'Ors since we've started this simulation, but credit to Warren Zaire-Emery pushing him all the way in this season here, where he almost, 1 goal more, and he would have scored more goals than Mbappe scored at the age of 34, which would have been very impressive. Second in the Ballon d'Or run-up. Certainly a real talent is Warren Zaire-Emery, and someone that I suggest you all sign in your saves if you can. Because of how much of a monster he is in midfield, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10 in today's video. I think he's a phenomenal player. His price point isn't too high. He'll be in pretty much all of your saves as well if PSG are in your save. The chances are Warren Zaire-Emery is going to be there also. His coach report is all pros. This guy is the real deal in midfield, and hopefully he'll live up to this potential in real life too. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and let me know who you'd like to see in the next episode of Wonderkid to Superstar in the comments down below. Check out my channel, linked in the description. But most of all, have a great day everybody, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.